practice in. They're the visitors tonight. The number 2 ranked Anderson Indians. You saw Coach Norm Held. And his team will be introduced first. Terry Johnson will be coming out first, and he could be a key tonight, Tom. He will guard Zachary. I don't think there's any question at all that he'll be the guy assigned to Randy Zachary. Johnson, a 5'9" junior, a senior, averaging 7.5 a game. Here's Kojak Fuller, number 33, averages 26 a ball game. His career high of 39 is not out of reach, believe me.
No, it's not.
In the middle, John Cox, a 6'6" senior, averaging over 9 a game. Tyson Britt, a 6'2" junior, is 10-plus points per ball game. And a 6'3" junior, Prince McClendon, at 7.5 points per ball game, rounds out the Anderson starting lineup. First will be the center, 6'10" senior David Fosco, averaging 12.5 points a ball game. His career best a year ago against Richmond was 29. The other half of the Twin Towers, Dan Smith, a 6'9" senior, averaging just under 11 a game. Had his best game of the year offensively down in Newcastle Saturday with 15. Here's Alan Darner's son, Tig. The coach's son, Tig, is a sophomore, a 6'4" lad that's averaging 10 points a ball game. Brad Ash, the second leading scorer on the Highland Scots, a 6'2" junior, averaging just under 18 a game. And rounding out the Highland Scots, all 5 starters averaging in double figures, is their leader, number 10, Randy Zachary, a 5'10" junior, averaging 20.5 points per ball game. Fuller has it, a 3-on-2 break, taken away by Zachary. Randy heads it back the other way. Indians not able to get in the column here in the early going. There's Fuller, he takes care of business. Kojak gets Anderson on the board. There's Alan Darner, and Brett makes a difference offensively, as he has the 6 that Highland happens to lead by. Tyson Britt. Kojak from 3-point range, bingo. Kojak Fuller gets Anderson closer. 8-5.
One of the things Norm said on the TV tonight in a pregame interview was that he'd never seen Kojak get a shot blocked.
Zachary answers at the other end.
Good pick again, I think, by Smith.
10-5, the Highland lead. Johnson on the left wing. Britt now quickly reverses to Fuller. Little jumper, up and good again. Kojak with 7. Darner will bring it up against Tyson Britt for the Scots. Well, Kojak's off to a great start, Tom, isn't he? Wow.
Sure is.
Zachary with a shot fake. He gets it up and good.
Well, Johnny, not as much as you think.
Zachary checks out for the rebound off the Fuller miss. I guess only time will tell, huh? There's Zachary from the outside. Got it, and a foul. Fouled by Cox. And Zachary buries the outside jumper. And the shot will count. Penetration, or maybe they're just not calling him this year.
He might be getting a little bit of different defense against him this year, too, Bill.
That's true. 7 points for Zachary. 6-point Highland lead with 1.5 minutes to go. Highland by 8. We'll see our first Anderson sub at the next whistle. Fuller from 3. Kojak again. He has 10. 19-14.
Steals the inbound pass, flips it towards the basket because he's going out.
A lot has happened, and Highland has a 9-point lead. We'll see if Coach Held makes any adjustments. Right now, there's the right idea. Get it to Fuller. And Kojak rebounds the miss, puts it back in. You give him a second chance, and he'll usually get it.
Long rebound, tipped by Highland. Kojak right there to get it, and right back up.
Fuller with 12 points to lead all scorers. Inside, Zachary up and good. What a runner by Zachary. 25-16. Get it up, tipped by the Indians. Rebound, Smith. He thought he had somebody on his back. No call. Inside, Fuller with a runner. Got it. What a shot by Kojak. Unbelievable shot by Fuller. On the lead. He has 14. The Indians have cut the lead down to 7.
Well, that was a big no call, Bill, because McClendon was on the shoulder down here with Smith. If they called that, had it been his third, and the Indians would have been in big foul trouble.
Look at the first period. 4 team fouls, so Anderson a ways away from the 1-1. And one of Coach Held's keys, Tom, was we can't let them get to the line, but they are. Zachary in double figures with 10 now. The Wigwam is full, and it has been noisy. Zachary with a pair of free throws. Highland pushes that lead back up to 9, equaling their largest. 6:02 to go in the first half. Anderson from their own baseline. Fuller up over Poskul, and David Poskul swatting at the... We mentioned Kojak's free throw proficiency. He is deadly from the line, folks. He is now 43 out of 49 on the season. And he just seldom misses. He has 15, make it 16 points already in the contest, and he single-handedly is keeping the Indians in the ballgame.
And you met Highland fans letting the referee have it there. I was watching the play there, Bill. Sorry.
Any particular strategy change you think Coach Held might employ?
We'll see if they change.
Ball stolen by Fuller, and he goes up and gets it. What a play by Fuller. Unbelievable play.
We almost saw our second inadvertent turnover, or tip in there.
That's right. 37-35. 4. Check it. 37-34. Zachary bumped by Johnson. They're going to wave off the basket. Coach Garner wanted to hoop to the slide, losing both Fuller and Johnson via the personal foul route in that contest. A tough NCC road win by a single point last Friday night. And so that shows that, they can't get the job done with the people they bring in off the bench.
That's right.
Zachary.
And they went lower than number 2 deep. They went to a kid that was playing in the reserve game, had a quarter or two left, and got him out there. I don't think he's dressed tonight. I think he's injured.
Jimmy Campbell, Thomas, speaking of, Zachary has 5 in a row at the line. He has 13 points. Scots build the lead back to 5, 39-34. Fuller from 3, got it. 21 for Kojak, and it's a 2-point game. This is the closest Anderson's been since the 2-2 game early on. Zachary gets around Fuller, goes up, got it. They're going to call a blocking foul.
Boy, the ball hung on the rim for a long time, and I don't know who got that foul. It looks like maybe Prince McClendon's down there, so is Laster.
Very Lightfoot return, or checks into the Anderson lineup as McClendon with 3 personals, takes a seat. Zachary right back at the foul line.
Randy forcing the action a little bit there, and he's got such good body control. I thought he was leaning, and maybe it should have been a charge, but again, it's scored down on the other end.
And of course, had the shot going, he had a great...
Well, what got me all fired up was the ball hung on the rim for like months. I thought we were going to see another amazing basket there.
Fuller from 3, got it again. Kojak with 24. And it's a 1-point game. 41-40.
If you don't like this, I don't know what your problem is, but might as well switch and watch the Beverly Hillbillies.
Johnson still in the ballgame with 3 personals. Kojak up for the 12-footer. Anderson leads.
Single-handedly, Kojak Fuller has brought Anderson back from a big deficit to be in the lead.
26 points for Fuller.
And how do you stop him? I don't see any way, Bill.
1-3-1 doesn't seem to be the answer.
I don't see any way.
Try to beat the other 4, I guess, Tom. If you're Highland. Here's Zachary. Answers. Zachary with 17. Highland leads 43-42.
Has anybody got any problem understanding why there's 9,000 or 8,200 fans here tonight?
Owns the 1-point advantage, 43-42. Back with Tim Knight to you.
We sure will. What a classic battle.
Quickly, the individual scoring here at halftime. Highland led by Zachary 17, Smith has 14, Ash with 6, Schultz with 4, Garner with 2. Poskul, who was in foul trouble, was shut out in that first half. For Anderson, it was the Kojak show, 26 first half points. Then it drops off to 6 from Britt, 4 apiece from McClendon and Laster, and 2 from Terry Johnson.
6 from the line, that's 66%. Highland 13 out of 16. Probably the reason they're ahead and the only reason. And Kojak
another 3, starts right out where he left off. He now has 29. Kojak Fuller. As Tim said, his dad already knows plenty about Fuller and Zachary. No doubt about it. Taken away. Good stuff by Zachary.
On the block.
Zachary lets fly. Got it. A 3-pointer. it back outside. But the Indians' Fuller has a 3-on-1 break. He'll challenge Zachary and get it. Fuller with 31. Ash in some trouble. Gets it to Zachary, who's open from 3 and got it. 23 from Zachary.
And that came from constantly moving without the basketball.
Split the Indians.
You think you don't move it a muscle and you lean it out there, and that's the offensive player's going to get that call every time.
2.5 minutes to go, third period. Terry Johnson stays in the ballgame with 4 personals. The Scots have Schultz in there. There's Zachary off the baseline. He got it. Zachary with 25. Highland regains the lead, 61-60.
Talk about a game of spurts.
Highland, 63. Anderson, 62.
The key, for me, the key stat, Highland didn't have a three-pointer the first half. Anderson had 4, and now Highland has 4, and Anderson has 5. They got 4 in that third quarter.
Zachary all the way inside. It won't go, but he draws the foul. I think Fuller, who now obviously has to guard Randy with Terry Johnson on the bench, fouled out. McClendon, Laster, and Fuller. Highland has Schultz, Smith, Zachary, Ash, and Kevin Bates. Zachary now with 26.
First free throw they've shot the second half. They're now 14 out of 17.
Zachary's career best is 30. He's done it twice against Marion, and he's on his way to a career night. Prince has 8. The Highland lead is down to 3. Zachary, with Fuller on him. What a delight to watch these two work at 5. With 6:05 to go in the contest. Down on the blocks, Cox goes around the big guy. Can't get it. Rebound. Lightfoot can't get it.
That's Van Sickle.
Oh, Van Sickle, thank you. Nathan Van Sickle, you're right. Up is Fuller, who can. He can get it. Kojak with 33 in the ballgame. Exactly half the Anderson total.
Boy, that was a big basket because the ball's up on the board. Zachary, talking about big baskets.
30 for Zachary.
I was going to say the ball's up on the board. Highland gets it. They got a 5-point lead with the ball. Instead, Anderson scores with Zachary right back down with a 3.
72-66. Fuller got it again. Another 3. The Wigwam shootout continues. It started 2 days early, and we knew it 1 minute to go.
This is Highland's game to win or lose, though.
Well, watch the 5-second call. It was nearly called on Ash that time as Britt is all over Brad. The Indians really doing a great job with a half-court defense. 43-42 and counting. Highland fans are on their feet and cheering. So are the Indian fans. The Indians need a takeaway.
Great ball game.
Well, regardless of the outcome, it's been a dandy ball game by 2 of the classiest and best teams going.
Kevin Schultz going out of the game. He should get a big hand. He was a key part of the game tonight coming off an injury.
16 seconds to go. The Scots get it into Zachary. As Randy will try to dribble away the clock now. Mixing traffic with 5 seconds to go. All the way inside. Sends it out to Ash. Zachary will go all the way in. And that's going to do it. Highland with a hard-fought 76-69 win. As coaches Garner and Hill will shake hands. And I think everybody is drained in the entire arena. A 7-point winner. We will be back with the coaches.
He gives me a hard time. I'm talking all the time. I'm trying to write these down. Okay, let's get into them. Anderson, 28 out of 62, 45% from the field.
Double figures. Randy Zachary with 30, picking up 3 3-pointers in that second half. Brad Ash with a marvelous second half, had 20 points. He only had 6 at the half, but he came out blazing in the second half. And Dan Smith, what a yeoman's job he did tonight. 18 points and really picked up the slack for Highland on the inside. 6 from Brian Schultz and a great job off the bench, and 2 from Ty Garner rounds out the Highland scoring. For Anderson, it was the Kojak story most of the night offensively. 36 of Anderson's 69 points, and his season's best, not a new career best, but He had 26 at the half, 10 more in that second half. One other in for each of these respective high schools, and let's start with the Anderson Indians. Tom, as we took a look, we really agonized over both teams, but certainly when you have a youngster as proficient at shooting the basketball and doing all the things that a fellow like Kojak Fuller can do, awfully hard to look past him.
Yeah, he really was the only one that stepped forward tonight for Anderson. We said someone was going to have to play above their head for one of the teams to win. I think Highland got some of that. I don't think Anderson did, except Kojak played his normal game, got 36, and really give Highland some credit. They held him to 10 in the second half. Watch me, but to watch the kids play. Outstanding basketball.
No doubt about it. So, I guess that's going to wrap us up from the Wigwam. Marvelous basketball game. Once again, the final score, Highlands Scots 76, Anderson's Indians 69. Highland improves to 5-1. The Indians drop to 6-1, and that's going to wrap us up. For Tom Harvey, this is Bill Pitts saying until we see you on Friday night, right back here at the Wigwam, 10:30 is airtime. So long, everyone.
The fourth-ranked Highland Scots jumping out to a 9-point lead after one with a last-second steal and tip-in. Big Dan Smith finishing off a heads-up play. But before all was said and done here at the packed Wigwam, they not only will be keeping track of an ever-changing scoreboard, but the point totals of two of the state's top players. Anderson's go-to guy, Kojak Fuller, pumping in 26 of game-high 36 points in the first half. The Indians back in business with an 11-2 second quarter run.
Coach kept saying, get out, or I'm not fouling a couple times. He's still hitting his side. He didn't really know what to do.
But ultimately, foul problems caught up with Coach Norm Held's team. That and the shooting of Randy Zachary, who nearly matched Fuller's performance with 30 points to lead the Scots. And Brad Ash chips in 20 points in a 76-69 win for number 4 Highland over Anderson.
I'll tell everybody, the second half would stay the same. Highland's guard combo of Randy Zachary and Brad Ash sparked the Scots with 2 3-pointers apiece in the third, while the Indians spread the scoring out. And after 3, Highland still led by just one, 63-62. The Scots built on the lead in the final quarter for the 76-69 win. Kojak Fuller led the Indians with 36 in the losing effort, while Randy Zachary led the Scots with 30. The Indians fall to 6-1 on the season, while Highland improves to 5-1. Jeff Beck
Continued to hit from the outside. 20 points on the night. Zachary, 30 points. Yes, the Wigwam would not be the home of the Indians, but of the Scots. The final 76-69.
That's what I got to do when I leave me open is try to hit him.
Well, the game may be over, but the memory will last for a while. The two little guards came and played. Kojak Fuller with 36, Zachary with 30, plus the victory. The final 76-69, Highland. In the Sports Spotlight, Ronnie Duncan, News Center, 13 Sports.